according to my phone, we're live.
Yeah, just a second.
I'm watching
just
it live
gonna
now.
refresh that page.
Ooh, so who's in the last top 10 then? So we got both Alfa Romeos, Call Me Pablo and Hayes Clay. They had a good battle in qualifying last week. She's Newton Swisser as well.
Yep,
The
it's up
McLarens
now.
are in there as well.
Perfect.
We've got four
Yeah, and
full
the two
teams.
Ferraris.
Got the four full teams in here. This could be a good battle for
It's
the
quite
constructors
impressive.
tonight. Skills Dan's in there as well, keeping the pressure on the Chuckle brothers and Jonathan Cox, I see. It's looking good. Looking good indeed.
Oh, I'm so happy that you can take over now. Perfect. John giving us his go. He can hear us loud and clear. So, if I remember it correctly, it was a dry qualifying, yeah? We had the dry qualifying.
Wet start to the race.
A wet start and a dry finish, I think, was.
There we go, I got sound now.
There you go, Ginge. Jonathan Cox going a 135. You asked it and you got it.
My teammate, we're about to take the lead in the 100% league. Absolutely dominating. No bias here. I'm not biased towards anyone. Jonathan's gone for pole then for the time being. I'll turn the sound of the cars down so you can hear me and Lack better. There we go. Now I should be ready to get all my stuff up on the side. There we go.
So Call Me Pablo also will coming around. And I think Swisser is it, okay, he's invalidated.
See, I don't mind Singapore, I find it a nice track.
Yeah, I like that too.
It's alright in the rain as well, it's quite good fun.
Yeah, especially we had the 100% last season there.
Oh, yeah,
also
definitely.
with the wet start and the dry finish, I think. Or it was completely wet. I do not remember that.
We did end up having about 10 safety cars, and we didn't actually finish the race. The game finished the race for us. We went to the 2-hour time limit, and the game was like, yeah, I've had enough of this.
So, I'm quite surprised that didn't happen at France.
I know. France was a test of attrition.
Yeah.
In that race. So Jonathan's on pole. Skills Dan is 5/10 her back. Shiz is 8/10 back. And Tommy, Chucky and Pablo are nearly 2 seconds back each. Let's see who's further around. I think it's Chuck brother is further around the track at the moment. He's coming through the last sector now. Let's see what that Ferrari can do. Let's see it. Then last 2 corners. Hits the apex. Bang on. Oh, nearly getting Jonathan on the pole. Chuck Weber goes into second, 2 tenths down from Jonathan Cox then. Now we'll switch to Swisser, who is also on a fly lap. Looking forward to this race. Raced home to get here. Stressful. I was driving, I could hear my phone going.
I told the chat already when I had my first race here at Singapore. Not the first race, but the first race with manual shifting, same as John has. It's quite interesting, so I'm interested to see how we'll make it.
My first ever league race was in Singapore.
Oh, that's interesting.
It was. I don't know how, but I won. And then ever since, I think I've done about 200, 300 league races, and I've only won one more time since, so...
Well, you win at least in the 5 lappers.
I might have to join Division 4 when John sets it up. Just, and then pretend, put some slow TT times in, and then pretend I'm really slow.
Yeah, I'm surprised a little bit as Kronfeld went out the pits before Jonathan Cox. I think there was a little bit of a tune strategy there in play.
Might have picked up damage. Did he pick up damage?
That could be the factor too, yeah. Also, Jonathan, I think you missed that. Ginge was saying, can anyone break the 135 mark, and Jonathan did it right as off the bat.
Straight away.
straight away. Did not play around. Got
Oh,
straight into the 135.
this tier don't play around. Subs
Nah.
looking, Swiss is on a slow in lap. Call me Pablo's on a slow in lap. So it's going to be Hayes Clay then. On fine lap, should be right on board with him. Here we go. No pressure, Clay. No pressure. Comes in. Ooh, that was close to the exit.
Yeah, it was a close one.
Hopefully Clay's look has changed. Me and Lack always wish him the best, and he always seems to crash out. And I've probably just cursed him. And now he's probably going to...
You should have said that.
He's now probably going to moan at me now if he crashes out when we have a 5-lap championship.
Come straight to you and kill you.
No, that's you. That's you in the 5-lappers. So we did some 5-lappers last night, guys. I was on a roll, won 3 in a row. And then Lack started taking everyone out, mainly me.
What? We're going to Eau Rouge?
And then we had 18 people in an open lobby in Monaco, and that was extremely fun. I picked up 33 seconds worth of penalties just from hitting people. So you might not want to see me around Monaco if we ever race it. So Clay then going through the last sector now. He's going to set his first time after the session.
I'm quite interested to see what he will set now.
I reckon about P4. Here we go. P5, I was close. P5. I was close.
That was a close one. So the gap is... Yeah, almost a tenth a second.
Yeah.
Between Shizen.
I wonder if Chuck was going to go for another lap. I don't think Jonathan is. Jonathan is feeling quite confident he's got pole wrapped up here. He's staying in, he won't be going for another lap. Greenfeld.
I think he'll do it.
Greenfeld, he's going to be close.
Push him again.
It's going to be close to see if Jonathan can get round in time. His teammate Greenfeld then out the last 2 corners, puts the power down. Up to 4th. Good lap there from Greenfeld. And then we jump straight to Chuckle Brothers. The last guy just hasn't set a lap. Can he join his teammate? And he does!
And he does. Impressive.
It's a Ferrari 2-3 at the moment. The Chuckle Brothers bring in that A game today. I think this is the first qualifying this season in Tier 1 where they've both got into Q3. So it's going to be interesting to see how they can do in the race. They can work together.
I will have to look on Jonathan Cox if he'll do it.
If he'll get round in time.
Yeah, got 45 seconds left. It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be close.
Trying to cut all the corners.
Let's try to see who's further around the track. She's starting a lap. Clay's on a lap and he backs out of it. So I think that's Clay done. Clay won't be doing another lap. He backs right out of it.
Yeah, I think Jonathan will make it at the time. 20 seconds.
Oh, I got 13 on mine.
That's gonna be a close one.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Just.
No, make it worth it.
Invalidates on the first corner. Now watch.
So we got a few people here.
So everyone is on a flying lap now then,
okay,
except for Pablo and Clay. Tommy Chucky. Oh, Tommy Chucky spun it out the last corner. And he crosses the line backwards. Crosses the line backwards there.
I think he did the same what John did earlier in Q1.
Chucker Brothers just go past him. I'd move if I was you, Tommy, because you'll get disqualified.
Yeah, be careful.
And then you'll be starting last. You don't want that. There you go.
Clay, nice to see from Clay that he's making plays for Jonathan so he can try his lap out. But also Shizen coming around.
Shiz is coming around now, guys. He's currently P6. He only needs to find 300ths of a second.
Got a little bit of traffic there.
It needs 300ths of a second as Shiz to go up a position here. Greenfeld's pitted. And he does. He pips Greenfeld and he's into 5th place. So now So Chuck Brothers has given up on his lap. Jonathan's still pushing though.
Yeah, there was a little bit of incident. I think Clay and Chuck was it? Or Chuckle
So
went off track to make Jonathan space so he can go on.
So only two guys to got a lap on at the moment. That's Jonathan Cox and Swisser. Jonathan now comes around. Can he improve on that fantastic time? Oh my god, he does.
He does.
Just goes and takes off another
1:35.7.
2/10 off his time there. And Swisser moves up to 8th, and that's going to be your final lineup then, because Chuck Brothers and Clay are on an in lap.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Jonathan Cox will be starting on pole, guys. Chuck Brother in second, Chuckle Brother in third, making it a Ferrari 2-3. I wonder if they're going to get some team tactics in here to try and take their first win for the Ferrari season.
Do not forget, Jonathan is on the pole with the mediums, and Chuckle Bros.
I didn't see Q2.
They both are. Yeah, they both are on the softs.
Nice. So they could try and get Jonathan off the line here. They will get a better start. Skills Dan will be starting 4th, Shiz in 5th, Grenfell 6th. Clay will be starting in 7th, Swisser in 8th, Call Me Pablo in 9th, and Tommy Chucky spun it out the last corner, and I think that ruined his lap. But at least he'll be starting in 10th, right in the middle of the field. And we're just waiting now for the lobby to get ready. Now I've got to hope that I don't get assigned a car and get thrown in on the deep end as a tier 1 driver. I'd just have to retire. I wouldn't want to embarrass the T1 guys and just absolutely smash them.
Oh yeah, right. I completely forgot about that. It's wet finish. Wet finish. I'm saying wet start. So yeah, both on inters. Or wet or inters, yeah.
Oh, that's John. Type into Phoenix F1 Racing's John, isn't it? Okay.
Ninja Strikes.
I just thought that was just Phoenix, the actual YouTube channel, just talking to me then, but it's not. It's actually Chapman.
No, it's actually John.
I was like, why is that keep popping up? I'm signed into this account, but it's not. It's John. So it's a wet start, dry finish, wet or inters to start. I will have a look for you now once we get loaded in, see how wet it is. Let's have a look then. It's inters, and I have been assigned the Red Bull kart. I'm gonna have to do a lap and then retire in the pits, guys.
So you are okay.
I am currently a Red Bull. If you look at the stream.
Yeah,
yeah.
Currently looking at it.
Should have put a setup on Singapore.
Oh, Clay saying he messed up, all Danny's fault.
It's definitely inters on the start, guys. Oh, you can't blame me, Clay. Come on. You'll probably take me out now in the next race I'm in with him.
Jonathan Cox is sick of seeing rain. I can imagine that. But guys, be careful of the penalties now. Do not get any track violation penalties. Be careful.
Don't worry about me, guys. I'm apparently starting in last place in the Red Bull. I will drive around and retire into the pits at the end of lap 1.
Yeah.
So,
okay, then I'll have to try and call off the start.
Is there a formation lap time? I will see.
There's indeed.
No, I can't.
Indeed.
I cannot retire on the formation lap.
No, you can't go in the pit.
Power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Thanks for the useful information, Jeff. So you can have a look at what the conditions are like from my point of view right now, guys. No, it just resets you to the start line.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a good experience. People can see what sort of conditions the drivers are going to be experiencing. As you can see, I can see absolutely nothing. And especially I nearly spun it out of turn 2. One wing got disqualified. Tommy Chucky got disqualified.
And Lee Craig. Tommy Chucky, Lee Craig.
There is also a car. There's one wing facing the wrong way.
Yeah, he's facing correctly, and he got disqualified too.
So, as you can see, guys, from my point of view, you cannot see a thing. It is quite wet, but apparently it's inters according to Jeff. I could win this
Now I'm
race if I
just
stayed
gonna
in.
cover the tires now. I think everyone is on the... Yeah, everyone on the Inters right now. Guys, be careful now.
Are you seeing this, guys? I am keeping up with the tier 1 guys. Right on the back of Hartman. I'm going to go for the overtake. Oh, he's blocked me. He saw me coming.
The rain is getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
Ooh, Jeff's saying the rain is getting lighter already, but I don't think so. We'll put a weather report on.
For a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now.
Yeah, you can do that.
So, ooh, yeah, so I'm asking Jeff now.
It's getting lighter now, but
The rain's getting
it's
lighter.
gonna take a while for the track to dry out.
The track's going to take a while to dry out.
Will probably have similar
Also with
pace
cold
of
tires now,
And he's-
guys have to be careful.
Jeff is saying inters or wet tyres will have about the same pace right now. So we're on the border between inters and wets here, so be very careful if you're on the inters in this first few laps.
Oh, Danny then nearly spins it again.
Hey, I'm spinning all over. What a drift! What a drift that was! Yeah.
Impressive.
I did say to John I wanted to try out T1, but I'm not going to do it around Singapore.
Especially in the rain.
Oh, Chartman spawned! Let's have a close-up view of it.
Yeah. Oh. Can you pick up damage in the formation lap?
You can't, no.
Okay, at least that. That's
So
a
as-
good thing then.
I had a really good close-up view of John then while he was in the barrier.
Okay, there is one McLaren who is doing the porpoising effect. I think he's already in the new season. He's literally bouncing all over there.
My car hit the barrier at the last corner on its own.
I think it's Shizen, yeah, it's Shizen. He's bouncing all over the...
So it's into
Oh guys,
all wet,
you
so
are
this could
missing
go.
this one.
I'd say it could be wet weather tyres, but if it's drying up in about 5 minutes, it could be a wasted pit. You got to try and survive on these tyres.
Alright, then we have... And goes... Jonathan does get a good start there. Is P1 and the Haas and... Ooh! No, there is no contact and
Ooh, it's very
there's
clean.
the Williams spun. Williams is spun. I don't think he picked up any damage.
Oh, have you seen this? It's 4 abreast coming up to turn 2. Ooh, the McLaren's glitching a
Guys,
little
be
bit.
careful there. Be really careful. And Tommy Chucky gets already a 5-second penalty for violating. Oh no. Yeah.
So he has overtook someone illegally and not handed the position back as Tommy, and he's picked up a 5-second penalty for his troubles. Oh, it's looking horrendous out
Now
there
that's
right now.
gonna be a close one between the Haas and Chuckle Bros. Skillstan and Chuck Bros, I mean.
We're not even
Alright,
half a
guys, be
lap round,
careful.
and Jonathan's already pulled out a 2-second lead here. He's
That's
absolutely
impressive.
flying. Two Chuck Brothers then have not lost any positions on this opening lap, but
And-
Skills Dan's going for it, and Skills
He's
Dan
going for it.
gets past, I think. Oh, it's going to be tight for this section. Be careful, guys.
be
Oh, we've got
careful.
someone in the barrier. I
Tommy
think
Chucky. Tommy Chucky is dead.
Tommy Chucky's in the barrier. So both Williams drivers do not have front wings. Tommy Chucky's got slight
That's
damage.
unfortunate.
Swanee's got a complete no front wing. So the Williams guys will now have a personal battle to see who can get to the pits first and not get the double stack. So we
And
just
that's impressive.
settings up properly.
Calling it now, then he causes a safety car clay.
I
Oh,
didn't.
Ice One is out. Ice One is out.
Oh, it's a massive crash. It's between Swisser and Ice One.
Swiss and Ice One, yeah.
Swisser's facing backwards.
We're gonna have
because-
a safety car. We
yeah,
definitely,
we've definitely
have
got a safety car.
No,
John,
that's gonna help the Williams.
John has
John,
made up
yeah.
6 places. Go on, Charlie. After spinning on the formation now, he's now gone and just blew it away and got into
And
the top 10.
I really do not want to call it, but that's really unfortunate for Jonathan. He had a almost 3-second gap to Chuckle Brothers, and 4 or 5 seconds gap to Skillstan, and there's a safety car out.
That happened every time he got a gap in the
Every
end.
time.
So that was quite an entertaining first lap. And before Clay starts shouting abuse at me, that was not me that caused that safety car.
Okay, Chapman is pitting.
Ooh,
With Call Me Pablo and Swisser. Okay.
oh,
Swisser,
John's
I can
having to have a
imagine.
new front wing. John's having a new front wing. He's also
Yeah.
picked up damage. He's not going to be happy about that, as the two Williams guys now come around. Swanee's going to beat Tommy Chucky into the pit though. He's going to get his car serviced first, but luckily there's a safety car and Chucky will be able to catch back up to the back of the field. And off he goes. So then we're on to safety car conditions with on lap 2. Jonathan maintained his lead. Chucker Brothers made up one spot, overtook his teammate, and so did Skills Dan. He's got himself into P3 with Chuck Brother in P4. Now I'm pretty sure it was Chucker Brother and Skills Dan who had the battle of all battles last week in China.
Was the battle. Was the battle.
I'll be keeping an eye on them, hoping for the same this week. Grenfeld's made up a position to 5th, Clay's up to 6th, Shiz has dropped 2 positions down to 7th.
Now that's quite impressive to see. From P1 till P5 we got 2 Mercs and 2 Ferraris, and right in the middle we got a Haas of Skills Dan.
So Skills
That's
Dan,
interesting.
Skills Dan is in a Merc Ferrari sandwich here. Merc being the bread, the Ferrari being the filling, and Skills Dan's the meat in the middle. So he creates in 8th, he's made up 3 places. One wing's got into the top 10. Stooge and Hartman both making up 6 places, managed to stay out of trouble on that first lap. And then Call Me Pablo.
Chucky lost 6 places with Swiffer. That was unfortunate there.
It was. It wedged in the barriers. Tommy Chucky. Swiffer had an incident with Ice One just on the corner where John's coming through now. So Call Me Pablo, Chartman, Swiffer, Swanee and Tommy Chucky all had to pit for new front wings after that first lap. And then Ice One retired. And then I retired because I didn't want to show up the tier 1 guys and absolutely dominate the race. I didn't want to beat my
Did you
teammate.
DNF or what did you did?
I DNF'd on the start line when the lights were on.
Yeah.
Because it won't cause a safety car, it just retires me on the track.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. I'm just gonna use the safety car for a little break. I'll be back in a second.
So people just keeping their tyres warm now. Jonathan Cox, he's probably getting fed up having all these safety cars in the 100% tier on Monday. He had 5 safety cars and literally every time he pulled out a nice sizable gap, bang, safety car. And it cost him the win at the end of the day. His time penalties he had, he did win on the track, because we had a late safety car of 2 laps to go. It left him down in 5th at the end of the race, which he wasn't too happy about. He's hoping for better today. The Chuckle Brothers, I'm looking forward to seeing them race today. They're always on fire, and they're actually teammates in this tier. John has banned them in the past from being teammates. It's nice to see them together though, and it's nice to see them both getting through to Q3 and qualifying high up the track, and they're quite close on the track, just split by Skills down, and I'm looking to see if they can get some team orders in here to try and get Chuck Brother back up to 3rd. Grenfeld's in 5th, always up there is Grenfeld's, always battling away. He's always a hard racer. He's another driver, sometimes it's bad luck.
I also covered the constructors that is definitely a close battle in the midfield.
Ooh, I'll have a look right now. So, ooh, Mopard's getting his motorbike out.
Oh yeah, I saw the message.
So, constructors standings.
Yeah, we got the Mercs currently leading.
Mercs
with
currently
82
leading
points.
by 10 points ahead of the Haas team. Then we have the AlphaTauri and Ferrari team on the exact same points, both on 58. McLaren 4 points behind them, and Alfa Romeo 8 points behind them. So it is a close midfield battle going on. The Red Bull is currently 7th, but both drivers have DNF today, so they could stay there or lose out today. So the Williams team on 17 points, Alpine on 9, and the Aston Martin will be hoping for better. They've got 7, and I'm pretty sure we don't have an Aston Martin team in today. So John is standing in for the Aston Martin team today.
John is indeed standing in for the Aston Martin.
And I'm pretty sure that Janice will be losing his seat. Owen will be losing their seat this week. This is the 3rd race in a row these two guys haven't showed up.
And we got a DNF. Swanee's out.
Swanee's out. Swanee is out. He's not.
Will that cause another safety car?
Oh, no, he's retired in the pits by the looks of it.
Okay. Yeah, he retired in the pits there.
So Jonathan then
so also
back
Jonathan,
on the way.
yeah, he's trying to increase the gap now.
He's got up to a 2nd already. Skills Dan is all over the back of the other Chuckle brother here. He's looking to take both Ferraris here in the opening laps. He's trying to find a way through. There is a dry line for him.
Fighting with the Ferraris alone. He's definitely sandwiched there.
Definitely. There is a dry line forming as well. I can just about see on the track. Definitely not the time for dryers yet.
Ah, definitely not. Also, it's interesting to see in front and right in the back the Ferraris, and on the outer front are the both Mercs. That's a real sandwich there.
Griffith is trying to cling on to the top 4 here. They are slightly pulling away from him. He's got Clay right behind him. Clay's looking like he's going to be going for Groenfeld very soon. He's all over the back of him. Lee Craig's in 7th, Von Wings in 8th. She's in 9th. Stage in 10th. Oh, Stu's doing some awesome drifting skills there.
Also, I think Swisser will try to make it up as far as possible to aid his McLaren teammate.
Call Me Pablo's in 11th, he's on the back of stage. Chartman's down in 13th behind Hartman. So they're going to be having a good battle. I'm looking forward to Friday night after the F2. I'll be on Gran Turismo 7, beating Lack hopefully.
Nah, I got Chartman on my side, so don't worry, Daddy. Revenge is coming. I was also saying, I hope John is not rusty on the wheel now.
No, he's had a week off. He hasn't raced for a week, but Chartman will get straight back into the flow of things.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty sure.
The rain is falling slower here. There is a dry line forming. I know what Jeff is saying right now. It's not ideal conditions right now, but it's not time to move on to the soft tyre just yet. Inters are the best tyre for now.
It's not a good thing to always listen to Jeff, and I think Jonathan Cox almost nailed it into the wall. He has to be a little bit careful.
Chuckle Brothers is gained straight back onto the back of him.
Yeah.
Let's have a look where the closest battle on the track is. That's going to be Hartman and Pablo. See if they're going to make a move here. It's going to be hard to get a move here.
Hartman picks up a 3-second penalty there.
After only 5 laps, John must be rusty because he doesn't usually ever get a time penalty.
That's rare to see, to be honest.
Oh, that was John, I think, in the background. He had a moment. Saved it though. That was very skilled there, John, keeping that out the barrier. Just saw you on the edge of my screen.
And I think Tommy Chucky hit the wall a little bit.
There's people trying to overtake in the tunnel just then. I thought better of it. So it is definitely drying up here. The rain still falling slightly.
Clay right behind Groenfeld.
Let's have a look at this.
Also really close battle there going on.
So it's hard to overtake here in the dry conditions, never mind the wet.
And Shizen also right behind One Wing.
So this could be key, this could, because if the track it has actually stopped raining on my screen here, so we could be on a dry track soon. However, those teammates quite close together, So let's look at the Mercs. You got Jonathan Cox and Greenfeld. They're only 4 seconds apart. They won't be able to double stack in the pit here. So either they
No,
lose.
that won't be able. They
Yeah.
won't
So
be
either
able to do
the
that.
same for the Ferraris. Either one driver's gonna lose time waiting for the other car to get its tyres on, or they're gonna have to go off and do another lap. There. So one of these teammates will be losing out on the pit stops. And
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see now.
that could be when skills down. Clay can strike and get past these guys. Clay's right on the back of Greenfeld here. He's not letting him go. Ooh. A little bit of a drift there from Clay.
Got a nice chopper view on Shizzle right now.
She is all over the back of one wing. Oh, that was very close there.
That was a very close one, guys. Be careful there.
That was a change your trousers moment there from Shiz.
Do not underestimate the track here. We got a yellow flag. We got a yellow flag.
It's the other McLaren.
Yeah,
It's
it's the other McLaren.
There is wing damage there. I didn't know if that's Swissers. It says piece of wing there, but it weren't Swissers wing on the track. So I'm scanning through. Who's got the damage?
I think that might be the Haas of X-Dude.
There's definitely someone who picked up damage
Seems
there.
like it.
There's a piece of front wing. I hope it's not. Oh, Chartman's hit the barrier.
Oh, Chartman hitting the barrier.
And Chartman's lost his. It was Chartman, and I think that's lost a bit of his front wing. And he's having to pit, which is not good timing because he's probably still in time for inters. And I reckon about 5 to 6 lap time, it'll be time for the dries. Let's see what tyres
Jonathan
John's
Cox
going.
trying to build a gap from Chuckle Brothers now is on the 1-2-1-3 gap.
So on the first lap before we had the safety car, Jonathan had pulled the gap to about 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And since this restart, he hasn't seemed to be able to pull away from Chuckle Brother. But he doesn't need to. He just needs to maintain that gap for the time being. Don't want to take too many risks in the rain. And then wait for it to dry up and then push harder.
So also pitting now with Chartman. They both need a safety car now. I do not want to call it out, but...
Yeah, definitely. Skills down is entertaining the other Chuck brother in the Ferrari. Just trying to keep the gap to a second. Clay still all over the back of Greenfeld. Cannot find a way past him. And that was millimetres from the back end of Greenfeld there. It's right on board with Clay.
And they should be still careful. The track is still wet. The braking
it's still
behind.
definitely. It's dry.
There's still a delay.
There is a dry part on the track, guys, and that's going through this tunnel here. It's absolutely bone dry, and then back to the rain. So enjoy that dry part of the track while you can. All 25 metres of it. But yeah, Clay is really trying to get past Greenfeld. It's not working out for him right now. Shiz is also trying to find a way past the AlphaTauri of one wing. He's making that AlphaTauri as wide as he possibly can to keep Shiz behind.
Now Jonathan Cox is gaining little by little. He's now at the 1.5, 1.4 mark.
I feel like he's pulling about a tenth a lap on Chucklebrother.
It seems like it.
Doesn't need to be taking any risks though. If he can just maintain that gap of about 1.5 seconds, he's not in danger of getting overtaken.
Especially at that tight track, and we have still no DRS, so there is no need to worry.
You don't want to take the risk now in the rain and pick up damage and have to pit and ruin your race, especially when the track's drying out in a bit. Once the track dries out, then you've got more chance to push. You can take a bit more of a risk around the track. All it takes here is a bit too much power and you will be in the barrier or spinning round. But the thing is, Jonathan and Chucklebrother are starting to gap third and fourth. Now the gap's up to 2.5 seconds between second and third. And Chucklebrother is also dropping off the back of Skills Dan as the top four start to split up here. Greenfeld's in fifth. Clay's dropping off the back of Greenfeld now. Ooh, Clay hit the barrier very slightly there. So Clay is pushing as hard as he can. Lee Craig is 7 seconds further back in 7th. Got a little bit of a train forming behind him in one wing is Shiz. So Lee Craig not wanting to let these guys pass, but the gap between 6th and 7th has grown to 7 seconds now.
Skills Dan setting the fastest lap now.
The track is slowly getting drier. So top 6 are now starting to split up a little bit. About a second between each one. 3rd and 4th got 2 seconds.
Yeah, Jinj stating that Shizen is jumping around the track.
He is indeed.
I have that feeling too, especially at the start. He was bouncing all around. Everyone was standing still and he was bouncing.
So we'll keep an eye on him. Like we have made a roll up in the stewards chat. So we'll keep an eye on him. He is a bit glitchy at the moment. He's not currently slowing anyone down or causing incidents, but we'll be looking into it. The thing is, Lee Craig is dropping off the back of Clay here by about a second a lap.
Yeah.
And he's got a little bit of a train now forming behind him. He's got one wing, Shiz, Hartman,
has to be careful
and
now.
Tommy Chucky. 5 cars in a line here.
Just look at the gap between Leigh Craig, One Wing, Shizen, Hartman, Tommy Chucky.
It is literally about a half a second to a second between each one of these cars. She's all nearly hitting the back of One Wing here. You may be in a train, you might be losing a bit of time. It might be getting a bit frustrating. Do not go for a lunge attack, it's not worth it.
Yeah, especially in the wet year. Try to play it safe, do not risk the race of yourself and from the drivers around. And Lee Craig picks up a 3-second penalty for cutting the corner, and Shizen hit the barrier I think, and he was lagging there.
He did hit the barrier from my point of view. Oh, he's hit!
There
hit
was
Pablo
contact made.
Now that definitely will be getting looked into. We have had instances in the last week of people with internet issues causing incidents. It has led to the stewards talking to John about making a new system up for penalising them. So she's going to have to be very careful here. I'll jump on board with Hartman. So if you ride on board with Hartman, Lack, and then press R1 to change the camera, we can see what it's like to follow Shiz.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's much fun to follow him.
Yeah, I think Hartman is staying a little bit behind him to play it cool, not to get hit by him. There goes Tommy Chucky!
Where did he come from then, Tommy Chucky?
That was an insane overtake there.
He absolutely just sent it on Hartman here, and it worked out.
That could be a contender for the overtake of the day.
That could. Make sure you save that one, Tommy Chucky. He absolutely sent it there. Now, after being spun round on lap 1 and then having to pit for a new wing, he's fought back to where he started. He's up to 10th here.
Yeah, he's trying to make up places now.
And the next guy for him to try and overtake is Shiz. So we'll see how that goes down. Up front though, Jonathan Cox has pulled out 2 seconds now, and I think it's pretty much stopped raining right now.
Almost.
Oh, Chuckle Brother nearly hits the barrier there. Skills Dan's dropping back. Chuckle Brother's dropping back. Chuck Brother, sorry, in 4th is slowly dropping back into Groenfeld's territory here. As the track seems to be drying up here, Groenfeld's slowly getting quicker and quicker. And he's looking more
know how
of a
fast
threat.
Groenfeld also can be. He will make sure to get the Ferrari in position.
I tend to find Groenfeld gets quicker as the race goes on.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I
feel like
too.
I feel like for the first part of the race, he's always not as quick as he can be. He's just trying to find where he is. And then come towards the end of the race, Groenfeld is always on fire.
Yeah, I think he's trying to find the space, how to take the corner perfectly, and then when he gets it, then he absolutely goes for it. And we got Tommy Chucky in the pit, and the DR is activated now.
It is also...
Tommy?
Oh, go on.
Softs now.
Tommy Chucky's
he went for the softs now.
So Tommy Chucky's in the pits, guys. He's going for the softs, and I will monitor his gap Yeah, to tell you if that tyre will become the faster tyre.
And
So,
Xhuge is pitting too now. I think I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Tommy Chucky, as he comes out the pit, is 50 seconds behind the... Oh! Skills Dan's lost his front wing. Skills Dan has absolutely
that's
lost the whole
unfortunate.
front wing here. We've got virtual safety car.
And they lost the position to Chuck Brothers.
And he's going to lose it to Grainfeld. Grainfeld, you won't be allowed to overtake on the safety car. Watch your doubters, guys.
Be careful, guys. Do not pick up penalties here. Do not risk the race. And also, we got Xhuge on the softs, and surprisingly,
Charman's got
is
mediums.
going for the, yeah, going for the mediums. I think he'll save the softs for later on.
Well, it's rained. It's a wet start to the race. You don't have to use two. You don't have to use both sets of tyres. You can just do one set.
I think he will gonna try to save them.
Yeah, I haven't raced Singapore for a long time, and I don't know if the mediums will do 20 laps.
I don't think so. Around 18.
And everyone is pitting here. The only problem here is Groenfeld and Chuck Brother are going to get double stacked right now.
I think
they're both rising. Let's have a look. The Merc is in.
Yeah.
Merc didn't get held up. Chuck Brother did get held up. Chuck Brother lost about half a second there, but he's not going to lose any positions. So, can Clay get past Skills down in the pit here? Oh, Clay's having a front wing.
Tommy Chucky gets a DT penalty.
Speeding
the
safety car.
That's an unfortunate one. That's an unfortunate one.
Now that was lucky there for Skills Dan, because he lost the place to Groenfeld there, having to have a new front wing put on. But luckily for him, Clay also had to have a front wing put on.
He might have the advantage. He might get the advantage because do not forget he's on the softs and everyone around him is on the mediums.
But are them guys on the mediums going to try and go to the end? We'll see. Skills
maybe,
or
they will pit at the end.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Ooh, we've got 2 cars.
That's Lee Craig.
It was Lee Craig.
Maybe a misunderstanding.
So Lee Craig has spun round here, but he's got it going again. He's up to 9th.
Also, call me Pablo. Spun it too. And lost the position to Hartman.
People having to tiptoe around on these tyres right now. So, out of them pits, she's actually got past One Wing and Hartman in them pit stops.
Yeah, I think because of the little incident there.
She's absolutely has benefited so
much. Just look at the gap that Jonathan is pulling out already. He has a 4-second gap and the 11th second, I think, to...
It must have been cars with damage, because there was a train of cars together and they've all pitted, and now Shiz is 7 seconds ahead. Yeah, and Hartman's 9 seconds off them. So it must have happened, because they were all in a train, and now there's a 16-second gap between all 4 of them. So
yeah, I could only catch one thing where Lee Craig was standing on the track.
Groenfeld's got past Chuck Brother. Groenfeld sent it round the last 2 corners here, but Chuck was going into it, turn 1.
Going again.
Oh, he cut the corner.
2-second penalty.
Oh, he's hit Groenfeld.
Oh, there was an incident. There was contact made.
Oh, I like Groenfeld's helmet supporting Ukraine there. Nice to see Groenfeld. No, that was a bit of argy-bargy there for turns 1 and 2.
Especially when he cut the corner there and pick up a penalty. I don't think you should go that hard into that.
I'm surprised that he didn't tell him to hand the position back when he cut that corner, because that's where he got the overtake done. Yeah, Skills Dan ain't going to moan, because he's managed to get past Groenfeld through that and has put himself right on the back of Chuck Brother.
Clay is also right behind Groenfeld now. You have to be careful now. I hope Groenfeld did not pick up any damage there.
Call me Pablo's having to pit here. He must have picked up damage in his spin. Stage is also up to 12th. So Jonathan Cox has absolutely flown since going on to these medium tyres.
He got a 17-18 second gap to Chuck Brothers and a 4-second gap to Chuckle Brothers.
He has indeed. He's 4.2 seconds up now. The gap was hovering around 1.2 to 1.7. It's up to 4.5 now. And Jonathan is absolutely flying. This could definitely go be the new fastest lap. There you go, at 1:41.33.
And also interesting to see that Hartman goes on the hard tires.
He's going to go to the
behind
end.
him,
Oh,
yeah, Tommy
Skills
Chucky behind
Dan.
him.
Skills Dan absolutely hit that barrier there.
Oh, that's gonna play in for Groeneveld.
So into the pit comes Skills Dan. He's going to be fuming there. Just lost the rear end a little bit coming out the third to last corner.
No, we also have to watch the battle for P10 right now. Tommy Chucky and Hartman.
This is not Skills. Oh, Skills Dan then going for the hards. He's just going to go to the end now and try and save something here.
Yeah, he goes for the hards.
He was battling in the Drivers' Championship and now he's down into 9th. Not what he wanted. Is he going to get ahead of Hartman?
I'm going to watch Tommy Chucky
he's down
now.
to the 11th. Oh, what a disaster that is for Skills.
Tommy Chucky spun out. Tommy Chucky spun out. Got a little bit of a wing damage. Oh, that's unfortunate now. Has to go all the track around now.
People are struggling right now. Stooge is also having to pit. He's coming in for a new wing as well, I think. So I don't know if Groeneveld picked up a tiny bit of wing damage from that incident with Chuck Brother. Can't see any damage.
Seems like it.
But his pace has dropped a little bit here. Chuck Brother is now 2.5 seconds up the field. And Clay, who was all over the back of Groeneveld at the start of this race, is now all over the back of Groeneveld again.
I have to play careful now.
Find a way past. Shiz is up to 6th.
Now I'm still gonna say that 3 seconds penalty for Chuck Rose is gonna come into play again.
Yeah,
if
definitely.
there is gonna be a late safety car.
We tend to see a lot of late safety cars lately. So Clay's got the DRS, just not close enough to Groeneveld right now. We'll carry on following this battle between these two. It is the closest battle on the track right now.
Indeed it is, and both are on the same ERS pace right now.
So
managed it quite well.
So
it's interesting to see now.
He's got DRS open. I don't think he's going to be close enough on this lap. He has a look. He does the Mopar little peek to try and put the driver off in front. It doesn't work this time, and he stays in 5th. These lap times are coming down now. Down to 1:37
I love
right now.
the chopper angle here right now. Following these both drivers, absolutely beautiful.
I wish you could pick your own camera so you don't, it doesn't change.
I wish you. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Jonathan Cox then breaks the 5-second barrier then to Chuckle Brothers. And he's slowly pulling away. Now every time in the 100% race you got a gap of above 5 seconds, it would be safety car.
Yeah, I really hope that they play it cool as possible now.
Ferraris are in 2nd and 3rd as well. This will be absolutely fantastic for them in the constructors. Same for Mercedes, 1 and 5th, 1 and 4th at the moment. Clay just dropping off the back of Groeneveld a little bit here.
Yeah, I'm still thinking if there is going to be a report from Groeneveld for the stewards to investigate it a little bit further, because I think there was contact made.
Yeah,
and
got it on the
definitely
stream,
gonna be...
so we will have another angle on it, but from my angle, it did look a bit iffy.
Yeah.
Groeneveld left for him. It got a bit argy-bargy as they went into turn 2 and 3.
But he's trying to catch up again.
Jonathan Cox is absolutely
The other thing is, if Groeneveld catches up to Chuck Roberts, he will bring Clay with him.
He will indeed. Well, Clay's dropped off the back of Groeneveld right now. He will. I think Clay would be quite happy with a 5th.
Well,
I think Clay would just be happy to finish the race right now. The look he has.
Yeah, do not forget, everyone who finishes now will get points under the new system, which I really like there. Gives everyone an advantage to go for their points. Even if you had a bad race, you still can get some points if you try to keep it clean.
Or if you finish, you will get points. Yeah. I like that idea. Sometimes if you're running, in P13 and you're about 20 seconds off P10, you're like, oh, is there any point finishing the race? Well, there is in Phoenix, because you still get some points. It's a very good point system Chartman come up with.
So. Also still with the overtake of the week We're gaining 3 points.
I know, I'm winning
And-
that at the moment. If everyone could just go and vote for me right now, it would be much appreciated. Send me your bank details and I will send you the bribe money over.
Oh, we got a yellow flag. You got a yellow flag. It's
Virtual
Clay.
safety car.
It's
You're
Clay.
joking me.
He lost his front wing.
Oh, Clay, man. No. Oh my god. Oh, she's stayed right down there. Probably had to hand the position back to Clay.
Yeah, maybe. Got a illegal overtake there. I hope he did not pick up any damage there.
So, Clay's in the pit. How many positions is he going to lose now?
And Lee Craig gets another 3-second penalty. Now I'm just gonna cover the penalties now. Chuck Brothers with a 3-second penalty. Lee Craig is there with a 6-second penalty. Chartman with a 3-second penalty. And X-Huge with a 3-second penalty. That's the penalties covered. Guys, do not forget, keep it clean. You'll earn an extra point if you do not get a penalty. Now I think Clay lost a little bit of positions there. Got down to P10. But also do not forget he will have fresher tires now. And Swisser picks up a 3-second penalty. And 2 3-second penalties, that makes it 6 seconds. And the virtual safety car is gone again. I can't hear Danny right now. Danny, you still there?
Yeah, I'm just having a quick drink.
Yeah, okay, good. I was thinking I'm talking to myself. So, what do we have now? Yeah, kinda squatted all around. Call me Pablo Swisser, I think, is currently... oh no. Clay Hartman and... yeah, Clay Hartman, skill stand. That's the closest battle right now on the field.
Clay is within 3 attempts of skill stamp. Both on the hard tyres, both are going to the end. We are over halfway now. We've got 14 laps to go. Be 13 if Jonathan crosses the line. And Clay is all over the back of skills down here. We'll stick with this battle. So Clay will probably be murdering me because a couple of laps before he lost his front wing, I was saying I just hope Clay finishes the race.
That's commentator curse.
And he's now probably saying I'm going to batter Danny after this race.
Also, we got Kronfeld in the 3 seconds of Chuck Brothers. That will gain him 1 position. And Kronfeld, oh, almost crashes. Almost spun out and crashed, but he managed the car on the track. That was impressive right now. That was an impressive one.
I don't know who's... oh, it's looking a bit iffy.
That's skill stand, I think.
I don't know who... one of them's... it's either Skills Dan or Clay are having a little bit of an internet connection. I think it's Skills Dan. Oh, Clay slices the barrier there. We got a yellow flag, sector 3, it's a Haas, it's going to be Stooge. He's got it back going there.
And Chuck Brothers picks up the 3-second penalty now.
That'll give Jonathan a bit more breathing space here, give him 9
And John
seconds.
also picks up a 3-second penalty, and X-Huge having troubles.
I think we need to have a word with Chartman after this race. We've got a yellow flag again, Stooge.
Is retired.
He's crashed out the last corner, and now we've got a safety car. Jonathan Cox will be absolutely fuming. A safety car, and he's built up the gap. The only good thing for him though is both Chuckle Boys behind have penalties. And we got Shiz
got the DG. Oh, guys,
he's
keep the
currently
Delta green.
P5. Keep your Delta green, guys. Where's Chartman? Where is Chartman?
He's currently in P11.
So the good news here for Chartman and Tommy Chucky is that they haven't been lapped, so they will be able to get back around the field here. They're getting quite close to being lapped by Jonathan Cox, but now they'll be able to reset themselves. Will we see some pit stops now then?
Nah, I don't know. We got
13 laps.
is that? Yeah, 13 laps.
So
I don't know
stick
about
with
the
it.
softs now.
I think it's too late for soft. John is staying out. Is Tommy Chucky going to stay out? I'd stay
Yeah,
out,
John
Tommy.
has to stay out.
I'd stay out, Tommy, because if you go in and Jonathan stays out, you will be lapped. Is Jonathan
Okay,
staying
Tommy
out?
Chucky, no, Jonathan is pitting, yeah.
Jonathan into the pits then.
Yeah, I
Chuck
wonder
up
what the Ferrari...
Ooh, he was debating
Do
it.
not
He
pick up the
debated it.
penalty.
The Ferrari of Chuck Up was debating it. Then he caught to the pit edge. He's like, do I? Do I? Do I? He chose to do it. So Jonathan has gone to the soft tyre to the end.
And also, call me Pablo could unlap himself.
Chuckle Brothers has gone for a fresh set of mediums here. So,
And Jonathan is on the softs now. That's gonna be interesting. He'll try to pull a gap there.
he'll pull a gap there. I'm pretty sure the softs will do 11 laps.
Oh, the Ferrari team was quick there.
The Ferrari team have both gone for the medium tyre. Shears carries on around. Greenfeld's gone for medium. Jonathan Cox is the only one that's going for softs right now. Is there something we do not know?
I think there is a big strategy play there. He knows that Chuckle Brothers, both of them have 3-second penalties. That
But
might come handy there.
Are the guys behind Jonathan though thinking the softs won't do 11 laps?
I don't know, maybe they want to play it safe.
Yeah, they might be playing it safe. Pretty sure, I can't remember. I think softs can do. Should be able to get to the end, but he might be struggling at the end of it.
He might struggle at the end. It all depends on tyre management.
The good news of this safety car then for some people is we'll close the gap up at the top. Shiz has had a bad time, he's got a drive through, he'll drop right down the field.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
It brings Skills down and Clay back into the battle though, 8th and 9th at the moment. This would be like a little reset for them.
And also that 3-second penalty for both Ferraris will help Bromfeld now if he can keep up with them.
It sure will. So you got Clay and Skills down, will also be brought back into the mix after both being up at the top at the start of the race and losing their wings about 5 to 8 laps to go. They will now be able to get back into that battle.
And only John I can see is also on the softs now.
John is going for the soft tyres. He will want to be flying. He's going to have to go flying now though, because that safety car will probably, not this lap but the lap after, be coming in, and John is pretty much half the track down. I'm liking John's helmet as well. Is John's that? What colour is John's helmet? Is that green or yellow on John's helmet?
Just a second.
Oh, it's yellow. So
It's
John
yellow,
also paying tribute to the Ukraine, and I'm pretty sure so he's. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the drivers now while I got the chance.
Yeah, one wing, we got one wing too. And Gronfeld we got covered.
I'm pretty sure.
Chuck Brothers.
I'm pretty sure Jonathan Cox has as well.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Rainfeld's definitely going for the Ukraine colours. So there's one wing.
So I do not know about Shizen, he's quite laggy there.
Swisser has also gone for the Ukraine colours. It's nice to see
great,
these
yeah,
guys.
hitting for the softs.
It's nice to see these guys supporting the Ukraine right now. Oh my god.
You're seeing right now what I'm seeing with Shizen.
So if you ride on board with Chuck Brother and press R1 to ride on board with him, that looks very scary. Very scary indeed.
I do not want to battle that restart.
The only good thing is he's got a drive through.
Yeah.
But I don't think he'll serve it straight away.
No, he can, but I doubt he will.
She's not
I think so.
The guys behind will want to see, because they're going to have to spend a lap getting held up. Not being...
Just watch the onboard out in Shizen. If you can, that's
my god.
iffy right now.
Looks like a pinball machine.
Yeah.
So that's in the new rules on the stewards, definitely going to be 1 PP. And a little note to him to try and sort his connection out.
So I think we will have maybe another lap with the safety car, and that will come in hand with Jonathan Cox, because you know you can keep the tire management really good under the safety car.
He will indeed. As long as safety
Just be
car stays
careful
out
now.
for him.
Guys just have to be careful now to not get any penalty under the safety car, hitting each other, getting a front wing damage. Just be careful, especially at the restart here, turn 1. Now I'm really interested to know how the new car's gonna look under the night.
The
from
McLaren
Singapore.
glows in the dark.
Yeah, I saw that. Impressive what they did there. And Call Me Pablo picks up a 3-second penalty there. And Shizen going side with Chocolate Brothers, has to be careful. Keep a good distance, do not hit him.
Oh, that is scary
Do
to
not
watch.
cause anything. This definitely is. Especially on the onboard. Oh, that looks really scary. Now, Jonathan, Lee Craig and Chapman only on the softs. And Swisser, Clay, Skillstan, Chocolate Rose has to be careful there.
So we should have the safety car in on this lap. The field has now caught up to each other. No one has been lapped from what I can tell. So everyone's still in with a chance to get some good points here and some overtakes done. Jonathan Cox though will have a 3-second buffer to both of the Ferraris. And Greenfeld will be trying to stick to them like glue here.
I think.
I feel like Greenfeld though.
If you see,
I feel like Greenfeld though is going to need to get past the first Chuck brother because
yeah, that
if
was
it
what
comes,
I was gonna say.
If it comes towards the last lap or two, Chuck brother could slow Greenfeld down to get him out the 3 seconds to his teammate.
And that's the strategy, team strategy in play then.
That's why it's always good to have a teammate roughly your pace, because you can always do tactics like that, like me and Lack do in Division 2.
So safety car will be in this round. In this lap,
just so people know, I am still the #1 driver in at Mercedes, even though Lack won on Sunday. He's still Valtteri Bottas in that team, just so everyone knows. Don't want people to get confused.
I'm not Bottas, I'm sticking to Rosberg. So now we're gonna have to restart into few turns.
Jonathan will take control of the pace here. Now, since the last update, guys, it does limit his throttle. He cannot go too quickly. The game will limit him to how far.
Just be careful not to go side by side now. It's a tight track, do not forget that. It's not worth to risk it.
We have seen since the last update that he won't be able to go as early as he would like. And he's gone there. Jonathan Cox has gone. Shiz did not pit then, so the guys behind are going to have a lap behind him here.
And also they have all fresher tires, especially Chuck Rose and Gromfeld.
So let's see how this pans out. Oh, we've got an overtake. John has overtook Tommy Chucky here. John up to 12th place then. He's on the soft tyre. He'll be looking to make up some positions.
Jonathan already on a 1.2
There's a almost. There's a right battle going on back here. Swiss Lee Craig, Chartman and Tommy Chucky. Chartman's going for the move on Lee Craig. Oh, he had to back out of it there. That's cost John a bit of time there. John's losing positions all over the shop here.
And Skillstan losing positions to Lee Craig and
it's riding on
board with... Also Clay's back up to P8 now.
Oh,
and One Wing picks up a 3-second penalty now.
Johnny's getting bounced off his front wing. Skills down, has lost his front wing, he's dropped down to 14th. Chartman, I think, may have damage as well. He was getting bounced around like a ping pong ball from where I was. And Tommy Chucky up to 12th, Pablo up to 11th. Lee Craig's into the top 10 now, he's got Swiss in front of him.
Oh, we got yellow flag.
And Skills down has retired.
DNF'd.
I don't think it'll bring out a safety car since we've only had a lap before the last one. Clay's all over the back of Hartman here. He's trying to find a way through right now.
And Shiz is still not pitting.
So Shiz is still not pitting
He
here.
is giving Chuck Rose a hard time, and Lee Craig picks up another 2-second penalty.
So Shiz is doing one Ferrari a favour. He's doing Chuckle Brothers a big favour here, building the 3 seconds to the likes of Grainfeld. But he's costing the other Ferrari a lot of time here.
And also costing Grainfeld a lot of time right now.
One wing and Hartman spaced apart. Clay's behind Hartman. And John had to pit for another front wing, then he got bounced around.
That's unfortunate. He had a really good restart there.
So Chartman will be
So
coming out
I
the
think
pit now.
Shizen has to pit now. I think you only got 2 laps before you get disqualified, 2 or 3 laps.
I think it's this lap he's gonna have to pit. He's not doing Chuck Brother any favour, because at the end of this lap, Chuck Brothers has not been able to pull a gap over Grainfeld, which means on the next lap when DRS is activated, Grainfeld could be all over the back of Chuck Brother here.
Now he will definitely go for revenge on T1.
So Chuckle Brother, who's on the medium tyre, is not letting Jonathan run away with this on the soft tyre. It's only 1.5 seconds here. Jonathan's not pulling as big as a gap
giving
as
him a hard time.
Not pulling as big as a gap as I thought it was, or Jonathan's just knowing Chuckle Brothers has a penalty coming up, and she's finally pits. And I'll jump on board with Grainfeld now because he's going to have DRS on this lap, I think, or is it the next lap?
This lap?
It should be this lap.
It should be this lap, yeah. No, that's already a 5-second gap between the Chuck brothers.
So Grainfeld's best option here will probably be 3rd place and just hang on to the back of Chuck Brothers and not pick up a time penalty. He will gain the extra point though. Both Mercedes are standing in for picking up 2 extra points here for not picking up any time penalties right now. Every point looks like it's going to matter in the constructors, how tight it's looking. Oh, Clay and Hartman are having a right good battle here. Hartman just getting the best. Clay's gone for the switch back there.
Oh, that was
Clay.
a nice overtake.
Can he
keep the position? And he
has
it.
Indeed. And now Swisser is all over the back of Hartman as well. He's coming. Let's have a look. There's a little bit of a train forming now again behind Hartman. There was a train forming behind him earlier on in the race. And we've got a train forming behind him again right now. Oh, we've got a move. The Swisser's gone. Oh, Lee Craig has put Tommy Chucky in the barrier.
Oh, that's gonna be definitely an incident to watch for the stewards.
Swisser pushed Lee Craig out wide and into the barrier here, and Tommy Chucky was on the outside of Lee Craig, and he got pushed into the barrier too. I don't think he's picked up any damage, luckily. So he's still in this one. Grainfeld's on the border of the DRS now with Chuck Brother. It's just about sticking it. He's got to keep within that 3 seconds of Chuck Brothers. He's currently a second down. He's got to keep in that gap.
It seems he's out of the DRS for the next one.
He is indeed. A 1st and 4th though will score more points than a 2nd and 3rd. So it's not all too bad for the Mercedes, but Grainfeld would prefer to be on the podium with his teammate.
And also, as you mentioned earlier, Jonathan could not keep the gap as big as we thought.
He's not pulling away. I don't know if he's just managing his tyres. He knows that Chuckle Brothers has got time penalty behind him. He knows he doesn't really have to push too hard.
Chucky picks up a 3-second penalty now.
His penalties are starting to mess up now.
I think John had to pit again.
No, John didn't have to pit again.
I think so, because Shizen was...
She's had a drive-through.
Last?
John had to change the front wing there.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Is Lee out?
Hartman and Swisser have come together. That's destroyed Hartman's race. I don't know if he's picked up damage. That's 2 incidents in 2 laps that involve Swisser.
Got a little bit of a damage.
We got a safety car.
Guys, be careful, be careful. We got a safety car now.
Get your doubters down.
Now that's gonna help Kronfeld now.
From what I saw then, Swisser and Hartman come together for the 2nd time in 2 laps. So Hartman was on the outside last time and Swisser pushed him into the barrier, and then as I switched the camera then, it looked like Swisser just closed the door on Hartman. So
that's unfortunately Craig with the DNF too there.
And this is also fantastic news for Groeneveld then, because we're going to have a safety car for 2-3 laps. That's going to get him
Tommy
right.
Chucky gets a 5-second penalty now for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh no. So some people, Shizir could actually jump up quite a few places on the field. Loads of people are pitting for the softs.
He will. But
everyone
do not forget he got 14 laps old mediums.
So everyone from 7th down to 11th have all pitted for brand new softs here. That could put Clay, who's still on the hard tyres, in 5th.
I just wanted to say I have this in mind, but I do not want to spoil it, so I'm avoiding this Clay thing.
So Clay's got Shiz behind him. He's going to be hoping that Shizzy's bit of a laggy internet will hold the guys up behind him, because Clay's on the hard tyre and everyone else behind is going to be on the soft tyre. Groeneveld then will get another chance of staying within these 3 seconds of the 2 Ferraris.
And also I think Jonathan can go now full on. I think he tried to manage his tyres.
So we're going to have
them...
a 3 or 4 lap sprint race now.
Yeah, I hope everyone keeps it clean. Like a 5-lapper we have now.
Chartman's definitely going to be hoping this time on the restart he doesn't get bounced around like a pinball again.
Yeah, definitely.
He was flying on the restart and then everyone was just hitting him. I'm pretty sure someone went red X in front of him. And he's just not having the best restart there.
But at least he's still in, and that will gain some points then.
Will indeed. It'll get him ready for the weekend as well. He hasn't driven since last Friday, I think.
I think
Thursday,
so,
last
yeah.
Thursday when he did.
Thursday?
Yeah.
No.
He wasn't in the FT, was he? So it must have been Thursday.
But we do not have any Thursday.
Oh, he's
races.
in a league, isn't he?
Oh yeah, right.
He's in that league that he's trying to get me and you to join, but we're like, we can't because our missus would kill us.
Yeah.
So then, Jonathan Cox then will lead us on this restart when we get going again. Looks like we're going to have, so it'll be lap 29 if it comes in on this lap, so a 3-lap sprint as it stands.
And Chartman picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, John.
That's something we do not see often.
I was going to say, John's picked up quite a few penalties today.
Yeah, that's interesting. And surprising.
He's a bit rusty.
Yeah.
I don't know, I might have to demote John to D3-4 at this rate. Now I've said that comment, John will be demoting me to tier 7 and I'll be racing on my own next week.
So I think we only have now 3 laps to go, 3 or 4 laps to go.
Yeah, we'll have if the safety car comes in on this lap, it'll be a 3-lap sprint race.
Yeah.
And please guys, do not treat it as a 5-lapper unranked lobby. It's not worth it just to get pick-up penalties.
I think the steward will punish that accordingly.
Yeah, we will. I hate it when we have late safety cars because it literally turns into a 5-lapper unranked lobby and we just see stupid moves coming in everywhere.
Yeah, and especially when that takes you out of the race when you're in a good position. That hurts. That really hurts.
So the Chuckle Brothers are now in the Mercedes sandwich. Groeneveld then will be needing to keep on the back of these Ferraris right now. on this restart. I'm pretty sure safety car will be coming in this
Yeah,
lap. It
safety
is
car
indeed.
will coming in this lap.
So 3 laps to go. It's gonna be 3 laps. Oh jeez, I can't watch it. It's too scary.
Nah, I can't watch that either. I think that's gonna be interesting now, especially in the midfield and in the upper front now.
It has been raised with the stewards about people's internet costing people places, causing incidents. So we have implemented a new penalty system for them. And if your internet is laggy for 3 races, you may end up getting suspended unless you can sort your internet out.
Ooh, there is close, keep it close between Chuckle Bros and Jonathan Cox.
So here we go then. Ooh, Chuckle Bros is looking like he wanted to do the overtake. And now Jonathan goes. He's going to have the Ferraris right on his tail here. And he's going to have the slipstream. Can Jonathan keep it into the turn 1?
And Kronfeld lost the position to Clay.
I think Groenfeld might have had a bit of a spin out that last corner. Oh, he gets hit from behind on Shiz as well. Oh, no. One wing's out. One wing has spun it. He's not out. He's lost his front wing there. Oh, we've got 2 guys that spun it. Chartman's one of them. And they're both doing simultaneous donuts on the track. So both Chartman and one wing losing their front wing. And every safety car restart tonight. John has had something happen to him. And I will be expecting some tickets from him tonight.
There will show.
Oh, Groenfeld, I think may have damage. He's dropping off Clay here. And he's got a train. He's got a train forming behind him. Has Groenfeld picked up damage? I think he has. Everyone is all over the back of Groenfeld. He's struggling. We'll stick with it for now because this is a.
Keep it close. They are keeping it clean.
Keeping it clean for the time being. One wing retires.
He's out.
He shouldn't have retired. You still would have picked up some points for finishing 12th, mate. Groenfeld is struggling. He is losing time. He's 3 seconds off the back of Clay right now.
So I'm just gonna cover the penalties for a second. We got both Ferraris with a 3 second. And then we have Swisser with 6 seconds, Comi Pablo with 3 seconds, Tommy Chucky with 3 seconds, and Chartman with 11 seconds of penalties.
2 laps to go then. Groenfeld, I think, may have slight damage, but he's not pitting. He's staying out, and now we've got the battle for Shiz and Hartman all over the back of each other. Hartman's going to go for the move on Shiz into turn 1. Had to back out of it here. I'd be too scared to go for the move on him myself, personally.
And we will not have any DRS in the last laps.
This is the situation we are raising as stewards. That it just holds people up when you've got someone glitching in front of you because you do not want to go for the overtake. It scares the life out of you. And
also when you're in front of him.
Groenfeld's going. Oh, it's contact between Groenfeld and Shiz. And again, Groenfeld turned in on Shiz there. That was a bit aggressive there from Groenfeld. That might be reported.
Wants to hold that position.
He has to be very careful though, because we have a rule about defending with damage. If you're too aggressive and you've got damage, you will be picking up penalties. Groenfeld is struggling like how to keep these guys behind.
Keeping it close on Jonathan now. Both Ferraris keeping it close.
They will have DRS on the last lap as well. I'm just watching this Groenfeld battle because this is getting intense now. There's 5 cars in a line, literally split by a second between 5 cars. Groenfeld's dropping 3 seconds a lap to Clay. Hartman picks up a 3-second penalty. So
and Comi Pablo also with 3 seconds penalty.
Oh, Groenfeld smashed the barrier. That is definitely. How has he got a front wing? How has Groenfeld got a?
Oh, that's
God. This is a disaster for Groenfeld right now. Shiz forces his way past Groenfeld in the end, giving him a bit of a push out the way. Groenfeld then gonna struggle to hold on to 7th.
I'm just gonna watch here with Chuck Brothers having the DRS on Jonathan Cox now. He will definitely go for the overtake here.
Groenfeld is squeezing people here like how he's defending a bit too hard with a broken front wing.
Oh! We got a little bit of contact from Jonathan and Chuckle.
Oh, there's contact again.
Oh, contact
The
again.
battle for the lead. Jonathan seems to be struggling on them soft tyres. But he's got 3 seconds. He's just got to hold on.
He has to be careful. He has to be
He
careful
doesn't
not
want
to
to
pick up
pick
any
up
penalty.
no penalty and no damage. That's what he needs to do now. He can easily stay within the 3 seconds of the guy in front. So he can chuck up.
He will have the DRS, same as Chuck Brothers will have the DRS.
He should be able. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 corners to go, and Chuckabubba has pulled out nearly a second, and Jonathan Cox, I don't think he's going to be able to find another 2.
Now he just needs to play it cool now. Do not pick up any damage. Keep it cool as possible. Keep it clean as possible.
Do not pick up a time penalty at all now, Jonathan. It will cost you big time, and he's dirty. Jonathan should win this then. Through the time penalties, and like me and Lack say, a lot of our races do come down to who has time penalties. Me and Lack always gain a few positions because we never get any time penalties. And there you go, Clay stayed within the 3 seconds of Chuck Brothers and got a podium.
Unbelievable.
Clay has picked up a podium. His bad luck ends. Me and Lack have got tears in our eyes. We've got tears in our eyes.
Applause. Man, I'm really happy for Clay right now. And Gromfeld drops to P8.
Greenfeld though will be getting looked at. I reckon there will be reports for how hard he defended with a damaged front wing coming towards the end of the race there. So Chartman will come home in 11th. So Jonathan Cox wins them, and he finished 2nd on the track, but gets the win because Chuckle Brothers picked up a 3-second time penalty that he will be kicking himself about.
And he makes it 3 in a row now.
He does indeed.
Winning at Mexico, China, and at Singapore. And I'm just gonna have a look.
Clay, I cannot believe it, has picked up a podium.
Yeah, I'm really proud of him. And especially Jonathan also got the fastest lap.
I know.
That will be another extra point.
I know Clay personally, and I know he's not a man of many words. He reminds me of Kimi Räikkönen. You ask him a question, and he'll just go, "Yeah." Do you have a good race? Do you have a good race? Did you have a good race, Clay? Yeah.
Clay said it. He will send it in, and for me, the driver of the day tonight.
And because he got a podium, he cannot moan at me for giving many curses.
Oh no, definitely not.
There we go, there's your top 3 celebrating on the podium.
Now, and I told you, Danny, at the start of the race, the penalty will come in play, and we had another late safety car.
It always have late safety cars. Like me and Lack say, the penalty
it's raining again.
Always. Oh, it's just started pissing down. Clay says, "Woo!"
Unbelievable. I'm
Jonathan
100%
Cox
sure
will also
Clay
pick up the fastest lap of the race.
And also gets a point for no penalty.
And so does Clay and Shiz and Greenfeld, but I think Greenfeld's going to have a few incidents put against him for them last 5-6 laps there. So it was a good race, guys. And I'm glad I made it back in time for the race.
Yeah,
Lack will now punish me in private for making him do it on his own.
I don't know if I did that very well. I just let the guys decide that.
So
tried my best.
1 hour and 3 minutes and 17 seconds it took for that race, and Jonathan comes home victorious, beating Chuckle Brother then because Chuckle Brother had a penalty. Hey, Clay comes third, Chuck Brothers fourth, Hartman, Shiz, Call Me Pablo, Greenfeld, Swiss and Tommy Chucky round out your top 10. And Chartman picks up 11th place after getting absolutely battered after every safety car restart. So that's it from me, and I think Lack will say goodnight now.
Yeah, I will say goodnight. I enjoyed that one, and I'm really glad Danny you make it. You made it, man. You saved me there. And yeah, we guys will
see you next week
then.
We'll see you in the sprint race or in Division 2.
On track.
On track. Where Lack will be ramming us all off the track. No, I was kidding. Right, have a good night, guys. I'll see you in a bit.
Have a good night, guys.